So while we are very fascinated about the advancement of this technology called AI, artificial intelligence, we must also be aware of the different challenges that it comes with. For example, when we talk about using AI for critical functions, let's say Sharia review, Sharia audit, these and that, these are all very, very critical functions of Sharia governance, based on which we decide if the product has been Sharia compliant or not, if the business has been Sharia compliant or not. All these critical functions must be led by human Sharia scholars who are well aware and knowledgeable and expert in his field, and AI is just supplementing him. For example, we have large amount of documents, right? Last time when we do Sharia audit, maybe we do sampling. We take 10 out of 100 documents. With AI and with digitization and automation, as I mentioned earlier, we don't need sampling anymore. We can feed the entire 100 documents and have the different data points defined for the AI to look after and generate a well prepared report. That report must be endorsed by a qualified Sharia officer or Sharia auditor who will further verify that the information, the accuracy has been there, and based on it, he will make the judgment. We can use AI in a similar fashion for Sharia research as well, right? Where the Sharia researcher will get some information and inputs from the AI, but of course it must be further verified. Now, when it comes to challenges, some of the challenges that we still see with AI, of course, with lack of accuracy. When it comes to referencing, when it comes to quoting Quran, Sunnah, Fiqh, etc., we often see that the information may not be accurate. The information may not be correct. So we always have to take the information provided by AI with a pinch of salt, meaning that we have to verify this. Now, over time, this may become better with more and more data fed into the AI, but until today, this is the reality. Second challenge that we see, it's more a concern, not a challenge rather, about data confidentiality. Because AI today, operated by big companies, right? When we put the feed into them the confidential information, the data could be utilized for these systems to learn, because AI gets smarter over time by learning by itself. The more data fed into it, the more smarter it gets. So naturally, all the information that we put into AI could be used for learning purposes, and that's a disclaimer that almost all current big AI system providers, they mention this. Now, what does it mean? It means that when we feed into it confidential data about a customer, about a transaction, about a deal, this information could be in the hands of many AI system engineers, right? And that's a big concern for any Islamic bank or such financial institutions. What I can see in future is that if there are enterprise AI, and we know that big companies are already working about it, and they have already piloted many systems about it. So when these enterprise AIs are restricted to use data that is only fed by these corporations, number one, and also they restrict the confidentiality of these data. For example, we use emails and other drives, etc., by big vendors, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, etc. But there are a level of confidentiality about this data, and that's why we put our data into these systems. When we have AI like this, the AI system is a more enterprise-driven with confidentiality and trust. I believe these challenges can be overcome. Lastly, I would mention few future trends that we can foresee. We have already seen in some countries that they are piloting some add-ons or plugins for ChatGPT, for example, or maybe Google Gemini or other AI providers, where they feed into. So I have seen one bank in Bahrain, they have fed their Sharia resolutions over the last period, maybe 20 years or 15 years, and the AI can respond from these Sharia resolutions. I have also seen some people are working where they fed into it IOFI Sharia standards, for example. So the AI can respond based on these Sharia standards. And this trend will grow. People will feed different types of data, different types of information. For example, a bank can feed into it its entire Sharia resolutions, Sharia minutes, Sharia research, and all of these things, so that the future Sharia board members, future Sharia officers, they can easily build upon the legacy that has been left by the previous members. I'm talking more about Sharia because I come from that background, but I think we can relate it for other departments and disciplines as well. The idea is we will see more and more AI, but it comes with a caution. I always mention, and with that I would like to finish this video, I always mention that AI is just an assistant. Think about it as a junior assistant. It may make things wrong, so we always need a human, intelligent, knowledgeable, skillful expert on top to oversee, to verify, and to vet, to sign off and take the ownership and responsibility. It must not be that we leave things to AI, and if things go wrong, we say, oh, it's the responsibility of AI. That's not something that we want to face. Definitely in the Islamic finance industry, it's a very critical thing. So while we ensure that, we hope that we can use and leverage on this technology for a betterment and advancement of the industry. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.